Right then, well, good afternoon, folks, and welcome back to another episode of Non-League to Premier League. Happy Wednesday. I did say, didn't I, that December was going to be a really defining month for us. And, well, as you can see, it has all changed. We are currently sat fourth in League One. We do have 2 games in hand. If we win both of those games, we should be top or we'll be second, dependent upon goal difference. We're playing a massive game today against a team just sat above us, Sunderland. So this is one of our games in hand. And we'll show you the results since you was last with us. So then, you were last with us for the game against Sheffield Wednesday. And as you can see, very topsy-turvy from there. We beat Bromley in the FA Cup 3-1. We then lost to Wimbledon 3-0, which was really disappointing. And in that game, honestly, I can't remember whether this is the game that we should have lost or we shouldn't have lost. 3-0 down, 50-50% on possession. We've had 13 shots on goal, 7 on target, much better XG, a lot of corners, better pass completion. We should have probably got something out of that game. That's number 1 game that we should have got something out of. Then we drew 0-0 with Walsall. That was a fair result, in honesty. We beat Leyton Orient in the Papa John's Trophy to go around to the to go through into the 3rd round. Then Ipswich. We lost 2-1 at Ipswich. Look at the state of this when you see it. 24 shots on goal, 11 on target, an XG of 3.92, 83% pass completion, only slightly more of the ball. Game number 2 that we should have at least gotten a point out of. Realistically there, we should have got all 3 points. And that was really annoying to lose that game. Then we drew 1-1 with Wigan. We probably should have taken all 3 points there, but I won't be too sarcastic and say we deserved all of them. Then we lost to Doncaster 3-1. Again, more XG, 20 shots on goal, 9 on target, much more possession, and 91% pass completion rate. Another 3 points dropped in a game that we should have won. So that's 9 points. If we'd have collected the points that we should have done, we'd have got 9 points more than what we did here. We then beat Blackpool 3-2. We then lost to Blackpool in the FA Cup with granted a weakened squad out, but a game again that we should have won. But we should have 9 more points on the board. If we go into the league, I'm going to put my thumbs down now. There's no point in keeping them up there. That would put us on 53 points. We'd be 3 points clear with 2 games in hand. That's the situation we're in. I did say that if we got to a point where we wasn't being clinical, we could be in trouble. Now, we have had a few injuries and we've got players returning now. We've got people coming back to full fitness. So, after such a tightly congested December, I'm kind of hoping that things will peter out now and we'll find our legs again. The problem that we've got is it could go the opposite way. Granted, we're never going to go down now with how many points we've got. But we could fall off of the promotion race altogether. Might not be. It could be a blessing in disguise, honestly. It really could. However, that being said, when we've been in the position that we've been in for so long, I think I'd be a little bit disappointed now if we didn't even make the playoffs. So, we shall have to see. Right, we'll run the intro and then we'll come back for the game against Sunderland. Right, so here we are then, just before the Sunderland game. We've got a regular looking 11 then of Felipe, Stewart, Gilchrist, Piggott and Hughes, Hazeman and Cole in midfield, McGee, Sparrow and Cox just behind Keon Atete. We really need a big performance from the boys today. We are at home, should give us the advantage, but Sunderland are very, very strong side and we have been in really indifferent form. Let's cross our fingers and hope for the best, guys. That's all we can do at the moment. So the teams are warming up. They'll be coming out now from the dugout. We are going to say in the dressing room with pumping our fists. We owe Sunderland after what happened last time we met them. that doesn't fill me with confidence either that they've already beaten us this season. So, in we go to the game. My mic's just fell over, so apologies for any... So, 20 minutes in, and nothing happening at the moment. We are the better side yet again, but again, no highlights. McCarthy cuts inside really nicely here. Thompson spreads it out wide. Hughes intercepts, back to Piggott. Piggott's got the ball. He's got Hughes. He plays it to Cox. Cox runs. It's a great run from Jordan Cox here. He's got Hughes in support, but Diamond gets the challenge in. Thompson now. Over the top for Djukovic. And Lucas Judovic is actually playing for Sunderland in this. Okay. Batty brings the ball forward, not David. Knight then cuts inside. Lovely little run here by Knight. And nobody's closing him down, and that's 1-0. What on earth were we doing? Very, very disappointing here. Right, straight away to the team. We will encourage them. That's a really disappointing goal to give away. Ben Knight with a lovely run, but Jesus, that should never have gotten to that stage. We are now really in trouble of slipping behind. And yet again, dominant in possession, dominant in chances. We're just not finishing the opportunities that are in front of us. And it could really cost us. Cox on the right-hand side now. He's got Hughes in support. Hughes does collect the ball. Get the ball in. Oh, and a poor cross. Crosses that would normally be finding Atete. Nowhere near it. Lucas Jutovic then gets it down. Ben Knight running forward again. Again not being closed off. Passes it all the way back to McCarthy. McCarthy then to Jamalji. Goes back. Pring is going to be on it. He passes it back over the top for Lucas Jutovic. He does get it. Knight's there. Knight forward for Batty, and Gilchrist lets it run through. Dangerous but worked out. McGee then goes past his man Lovely. Come on, Dion. And he's won a penalty. That looked very, very soft. McGee's going to step up to take it then. Really need him to put it in the back of the net here. And come on, that's 1-1. Massive goal for us. We have been the better side. We now really need to push on and make sure that we can, just with a better side in a lot of the games that we're playing. I know that we shouldn't be necessarily, but we need to start making it count again because our form has been horrific. Batty then, out wide to Knight. Knight has been causing us problems all game. Again cuts inside. And again, players just not closing him down. This is ridiculous. McGee intercepts the ball. He's got players in support. Knocks it forward for Atete. Atete goes forward. Ooh. A nice effort there from Keon, but it is wide. And we go in then at 1-1 at half time. Redonkulous. Nothing else to say but redonkulous. I'm going to thrash my arms. No, I'm not. I'm going to point the finger. I'm not happy with what you've done so far. So, they better play better. That was a lot of betters in there, wasn't it? Cox then with the... Why is Cox taking the corner? Cox finds a Tete, but it should have been Dion McGee. Oh, come on, boys. Look at the state of the stats. We should have at least 3 goals here. Jordan Piggott's there, and it's beautiful on his head, the youngster. Oh, and finally we find the breakthrough. Hopefully the floodgates open here. Could do with a massive result just to kind of boost the confidence. If it finishes 2-1 though, I'm not going to be too disappointed at all. We've played very, very well. And we're deserving here of the lead. 70 minutes on the clock then. I'm not going to make any changes just yet. 75 minutes gone. We are going to bring Heisman off because Heisman is not having the game of his life. So Heisman comes off. Jamie Osborne comes on. And is anybody really tired? I don't want to bring Atete off, but he's not playing the best today. We'll confirm that substitution and we shall play out the last 15 minutes then. Absolutely nothing going on at the moment. Again, a very dominant performance, but still not making the most of the opportunities. I mean, 11 shots on target and only 2 goals. That's really quite disappointing. Clock's going to run down then. 93 minutes gone. Finishes Solihull Moors 2, Sunderland 1. And we move up into third place. A very nice victory, boys. Well done. Let's try and get the momentum going again. And there you have it. And that just skips straight past the league where I wanted to be. That's not very good, is it? So, we move up into third place. 6 points behind Wimbledon. But we do have 2 games in hand on them. We're not going to catch them in goal difference in those 2 games unless we have one really, really good result. We're only 2 points behind Sheffield Wednesday with 1 game in hand. So the pack's all really very close here at the moment, guys. So not entirely sure what's going to happen. We are obviously at the beginning of January. We are going to come back on Friday then for... Let's have a little look. Oh my God, January is a ram month for us as well. We're in so much trouble with all these fixtures that keep getting cancelled. Pardon me. We'll come back for the Charlton game, I think, at the end of January. Alright guys, thank you very much again for your continued support. See you on Friday afternoon. Take it easy.